Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today I have for you Game 2 between Tanner and Luna in the Steel Division League Season 9 Division 2. Let's dive right in. Alright, here we are, guys, on my least favorite map, I think, other than Lenina, Haroshaje. And today, Tanner is playing on Panzerdivision Tatra on Maverick Income. And Luna, calling himself Who today, is on 14th Infantry, also on Maverick Income. So we have a nice mirror income once again between these two players, axis on axis. Panzerdivision Tatra, a very solid division, very strong, ranked pretty high up there, A tier for sure. 14th, definitely more of a B tier division. But Luna's always wanted to pick some odd divisions. If you haven't seen Game 1, make sure to go check it out. These two players battling it out with some weird, way weirder divisions. But let's zoom in here, over here first with Tanner. Up north here, we have him with an SPW 231, Flammenwerfer, Panzer 3, Volkssturm, and SPW 231 again. Those are the autocannon ones, by the way. And then we have the Panzer in the center north, Panzergrenadier MG26 Volkssturm, a Pack 36, yes, Pack 36 Volkssturm, another Panzergren, and another Volkssturm. And then we have some Sturm Pioneers, an MG42 and Flammenwerfer, and then down south we have an MG42 Flammenwerfer, some Volkssturm, a Panzerschreck, and a Panzer 3, two Panzer 3s, I believe, very nice. And then over here for Luna down south, we have some Sicherungs, some Panzerschrecks, some Grenadiers, Sturm Pioneers, Fusiliers, and Panzer 2 Lukes. Then we have a Stoßtrupp Ersatz MG42, Stoßtrupp again, Begleit Pioneer, some Fusiliers, Pack 40, Stug 3, and Flakverling 20 mil, very nice. And then we have some Stoßtrupps and Panzer Grenadier, just Grenadiers, Panzerschrecks. And finally up north, we have some Fusiliers, Ersatz, Sturm Pioneers, FK-288, and an Ersatz MG. In terms of the two divisions, you obviously have more armor coming out of Panzerdivision Tatra, but you have some heavy Tigers and stuff, and Panzer 2 Lukes for the autocannons here, over here for 14th. 14th with way more garbagey infantry, and Panzerdivision Tatra with a mix of garbagey infantry and like sort of mid-tier kind of infantry. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're one of those people trying to hit 4K before the end of the year. That would be amazing. And if you really want to support the channel, have a few extra dollars, go ahead and check out that Patreon link down below. Thanks a bunch, guys. Here we go. Early Focke-Wulf 189. This does have 4 bombs, so it can do an okay amount. It can definitely kill a unit in a transport. I always like to start with one of these when I have access to this sort of thing, because it can really disrupt your opponent. But it doesn't look like Tanner set up like a ground attack on it, so it did not get that strike off. Up north here, a little bit out of a push, which is nice to see. Tanner using his SPW 231s to push up on this hill, but Luna actually has an answer here in this FK-288 if it does get unloaded, which may or may not get unloaded. It did. The Fusilier, though, going down. Remember, it does not all the way die, though. But with the double SPW, this FK-288 is in a lot of trouble because it needs to spend the time, like, resetting itself, and it misses its first shot. It's going to retreat. Reinforcements already coming in with the Stug 3. Down south, we have a BF-109 G2 as well. The Panzer 2 doing some nice damage to this infantry. The Flakverling 20 mil getting noted here. There's no artillery, though, to be found, so both 14th and Tatra having very light AA, as in they don't have a lot of it. The stuff they have is solid with the Flakverlings mostly, 14th being all Flakverlings, and Tatra being a mix of 88s and one card of 88s and one card of Flakverlings. So both players a little light on AA, but the AA they do have is good. It's not like they're stuck with just 20 mil garbage or something like that. And just 20 mils is garbage. Let me be very clear about that. That is complete trash. Still just short of pushing that flag there, unfortunately for him. That does grab it now. Luna taking the 13-11 early here. Sturm Pioneer in the woods. Nice to see these Sturm Pioneers actually getting used since they're buffed down to 20 points. Flakverling is getting moved more forward. Going to try to stop that Focke-Wulf from bombing that Ersatz. It's going to succeed, and the Focke-Wulf is retreating the wrong way. It will definitely die to these Flakverling. Well, maybe I'm wrong, unless it's got a weird... Yeah, there it goes. Flak-Verling's very strong these days after their buff. I really like them, and it's nice that they don't suck anymore. It is a very nice change. Sturm Pioneer should absolutely dominate these Volkssturm, and Tanner's going to get held up because he just has no infantry now. Tanner is a very infantry-light player, at least from what I've gathered from the last few games of casting him and stuff. He's calling some in now down south, but he's definitely more apt to call in tanks or other support weapons first and then bring his infantry later. Which is not necessarily wrong or right, it just is what he does. The Glide Pioneers, extremely strong infantry units. One of the best ones in the game, especially if you can get them within that 300-meter range. Their damage output is absolutely insane. It's just army of Volkssturm, and this is what you can do with Panzerdivision Tatra, is just spam fest your poo infantry. Volkssturm really not strong in terms of damage output, but they do get the nice Panzerfaust, which is actually a really big deal. Double Panzer III, though, can easily handle this Panzer II Lukes, and we have another Panzer II Lukes coming up, but Luna's going to need some more AT over here if he wants to take out these Panzer IIIs at some point. Panzerschreck sneaking around, but a Glide Pioneer is going to block that off and kill that. Probably just instant delete it. Stug 3 in position to help out a little bit. SPW 231 and an MG42 go down, so that's definitely nice for Luna here. Sichtungs's being very solid AT weapons. They can absolutely kill these 231s. A very strong AT rifle thing. Fusiliers in the church. Always want to use those church items, but the infantry were just wiped out by this army of Volkssturm. Luckily, there is a Panzerschreck here. There's a Panzer III can't be too aggressive. The first Panzer III died, but I have no idea where. Right? There were definitely two here, and I only see one. Missed it again. Panzer III up north, taking on the Stug 3, and it does get the kill. Very nice. The SPW 231, though, did get taken out, so that is a nice kill. And these Sichtungs's can kill this, I believe. 70 mil... 60, but remember, at this super close range, and if you get to the side armor for sure. So yeah, should be interesting. BF-109 G2 flying around up north there. Oh, there's one of the Panzer IIIs. We found it. What killed it? Probably the Sichtung, honestly. I really like Sichtungs. They're actually one of my favorite random infantry. For only 20 points, you get a very nice squad. Machine guns, meh, but it's a rifle squad, and this AT rifle is pretty bonkers. The Volkssturm just getting spammed everywhere. And you know what they say, quantity is a quality all on its own. FK-288 being used as an artillery piece. Sturm Pioneers usually, would easily dominate this, but when you have 4 squads of Volkssturms, their effectiveness does get reduced. But Glide Pioneer extremely strong at this range, absolutely melting that, but with the Panzer III getting in range, it's going to reduce that. But the Sichtungs's... Oh, they don't fire! Why didn't they fire? Now they're getting suppressed, and their accuracy will fall. Panzerschreck, though, moving in to kill that, and they will take that out, probably. Grenadier coming in to try to reinforce that a little bit. The other Panzer III has swung around up north here. Panzer II is going to get spotted out here in a second. It can't see any of these infantry yet. Some desperately needed reinforcements being rolled in right now. Better late than never. Literally in the last moment here. Oh, but they're going to get killed in the transports. There's just so much rifles. So many rifles. Again, love that they don't just die nowadays. That's so nice. Panzer II Lukes goes down there, and that's a huge kill. And now Luna's in a ton of trouble. I'm kind of surprised he didn't defend this harder, because that's a very common spot to get pushed. I'm guessing just this northern push here by Tanner threw him off and demanded other troops. Panzerschreck did take out the Panzer III. Looks like it died for its efforts, though. This is the issue with not having auto cover, though. You can see units getting caught out really often. I know auto cover definitely creates problems at times, but then it saves you at other times. Another Panzer II Lukes, though, definitely helping out this cause a lot. Panzerschreck really kind of this is nice that you can do this. You obviously cannot with auto cover on. So, pluses and minuses. If you think you're 100% on top of your micro all the time, then auto cover definitely should be off. If your micro is even a little bit not great, then you should leave it on forever. SPW 231 just driving forward. It can't surrender anything because it's not in its own territory. Up north, Luna has stabilized his northern line. We're still in Phase A, though. Neither player have access to their oodles of points yet. Tanner trying to dig himself in a little bit here, with Luna just trying to stabilize his lines. More Sicknings coming in. A good choice to kill these SPW 231s, but they might get killed out. Actually, he's just calling them into this complex here, or he's waiting for something? Not sure. Stug 3 and a Panther 2 Luke's coming in, so definitely can handle some of these problems. Panther Trek, though, could ruin his day there. More Panzer 3s rolling in for Tanner. But Glide Pioneers doing what they do and absolutely melting infantry. Luna being ballsy with them, though, because they're now out in the open. But even out in the open, they put out so much more damage than some junky Volkssturm that it doesn't even matter. This Panzer III, though, will cause an issue. Sicknings can, you know, definitely scare this thing if they can get a line of sight on it, but currently they have not. Double Sicknings for sure can do some damage. BF-109 G6R... BF-109 G4 doing nothing? I'm not even sure what the point of that was. Armor coming in, these Sicknings, double them, definitely will kill this 231, and once he kills that, he can definitely start to work his way through the forest back into the town. Here we go. Baba Booey. There's one pen. Second one comes in. And Baba Booey. What's so great about these AT rifles is the damage. They do 5 damage, which means it actually only takes 2 pens for them to kill a tank, which is a nice difference between other, like, rifles. AT rifles. There we go. Glide Pioneer taking an unfortunate amount of damage there from that Panzer III, but the infantry have been cleaned up north, and the Volkssturm tide is being slowly broken down. Now it's the MG-26 Pioneers, which are very solid Pioneers. It's what I kind of wish all Pioneers were. You know, they have an automatic rifle instead, so they can actually, like, do something at close range. Like, regular Pioneers are really just for the grenade. Panzer III in a dangerous spot to catch this Panzer II Luke's out. Stug just trying to cover down this road. Fusiliers, you really should just put them on return fire. You probably could have kept that alive. Stug 3 in the middle here, though. We haven't seen much action in the middle. I mean, there's been action, but it's been very light, like skirmishing. Luna trying to grab this flag here. Looks like he will succeed in a moment. A mass of armor here. Tanner once again bunching his armor up. Another Panther Shrek sneak. I don't know. Apparently Tanner is very fixated on getting things onto reinforcement roads. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But we're still at 12-12 with Tanner only being ticked down a little bit here. But Glide Pioneer, if it can catch these out, will absolutely wreck them, but it needs to catch them out. If the Sturm Pioneer gets in, it can do just fine handling this Beglite. The Beglite will put a lot of damage on it, but Sturm Pioneer still may win. And he does catch the Pioneer out. Catches the Sturm Pioneer as well. Oh, just look how it just melts. Wow, these guys just put it out. There's a reason they're expensive and you get so few. Sicknings trying to take out this Panzer III. Panzer II Luke's still alive. Luna's micro just on point with his armor. In town, Tanner pushing forward some of those Panzer IIIs, but not aggressively. There's a lot of infantry stacked up now here for Luna. Pioneer SVTs coming in. These are very good. They're basically Sapperty. They're just the Axis version of Sapperty, which is very nice because it's way better than just normal Pioneers. Sug 3 is still alive, but the Sicknings unfortunately unable to kill off this Panzer III. But Tanner's line looking a little thin here. Looking a little dangerous, but this could still definitely anyone's game. We are just now into the second tick of B phase, which means both these players now getting their full, beautiful Maverick income here. Beobachter here trying to sneak in, I would assume, to provide some radio for what I'm not sure, just the FK-288s. I mean, they're solid, but they're definitely not like long-range good artillery. SS Sturm Grenadiers coming in, though. These guys, very dangerous, just a pile of MP-44s. I can't click on them right now. At the right ranges, they can be absolutely deadly, just like all MP-44 infantry. Basically, MP-44 infantry are phenomenal at the 101 to 300 meter range. Wow, nice. ME410 drops bombs, kills the Panzer III, then puts a blast onto the fighter, and the Bf-109 finishes off. What a clutch play there by Luna. ME410's not seeing a ton of play very much anymore. They're still very good planes, though. Medium resilient bombers, they're pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, they're good. Panzer III goes down here to the Pak-40 in the tight space here. Shooting at this Pak-36 that didn't look like it had line of sight, but it did apparently, and it actually trades off. Wow. Ju-88 coming in, but it's been suppressed by the Flak 20 mil. Oh, but the damage from the Pak-40 does just enough and kills the Panzer III. Oh, these trades are not going in Tanner's favor right now. Sickering spots this gigantic wad of troops here. Wow, one plane here would be absolutely devastating. But Luna doesn't care. He's just going in. A no-cover fight of infantry here. This is something to see. This Panzer II Lux, though, will absolutely swing this fight completely, and the only thing left will be Tanner's Flammenwerfer. It looks like the FK-288 is going to try to get involved with some supporting fire. Here we go. And this will absolutely finish this fight. Oh, Tanner's just got them so punched up. Somehow Tanner keeps grabbing this flag in the middle back. I gotta say, it's really impressive. Here comes the Czech tanks. He must not have brought them till Phase B. The Panzer 38T, I love these things. I bring them in Phase A personally, but it looks like he brought them in Phase B, because otherwise I don't know why you wouldn't bring them in Phase A. We have the 105, the Czech, I think it's Czech, artillery. Very, very good artillery pieces. 8 rounds a minute. These are extremely effective. But we see down south, Luna has absolutely decimated Tanner's troops. Even these SS Sturmgrenadiers going down hard. These are really solid with the double MG42, but they're not amazing. I mean, honestly, all MP44 units are like super good and only with like an asterisk. They're like really good when they're really good. When they're not, they're terrible. There's no in between for them. They're either phenomenal or really disappointing. So Luna here really looks like he's picking up a Panzerschreck on this reinforcing road again. Again. Tanner really has a thing for this. I can't say I approve. I'm sorry, Tanner. I think you're an upstanding gentleman otherwise, but this whole, like, trying to get AT units on the reinforcing roads is kind of annoying. Pak-40 taking out one of those Panzer 38Ts. And this is, like I said earlier, oh, another one goes down. This is a main strategy of Panzerdivision Tatra, is just kind of spamming these light units everywhere. Yes, these are absolutely fantastic. 6 or 8? 8, yeah. These are really, really good artillery pieces. Absolutely love these things. They mess up on artillery counter battery. They can absolutely wipe out other artillery. And this flag goes to Luna up north here too. And now, I mean, there is some AT here, but the Feldjägers, he brought them in B phase. I love it. So now you get like 6 of them instead of the usual 3. Most people bring them in A phase to try to use their fast transports to grab some early positions. But here instead we see Tanner using them in B phase. I don't think he's noticed this Lux right here. Oh no. Points-wise, this is not a huge loss because they're at 15 points a pop, but, you know, positionally, it's terrible. Alright, so the Feldjägers are out. The Pak-36 is floating around here. Oh, my goodness. Tanner making some just really pain. Wow, he called every single one in. Jeez, he must have been all 6. Pak-36 with its super fast fire rate should be able... Oh no, wow. Wow, that Panzer II Lux is a champ. Get him the little yellow thing. Make him a hero. And Luna, sensing the weakness, just presses forward. It's only 13-11 though. God, I hate this map. I really do. I don't like this map at all. In the center town here, these Panzer 38Ts doing what they need to do and pushing out this infantry. FK-288 doing its job as well. Flakverling coming under fire. Could be very dangerous if Luna loses this Flakverling. Tatra's air defenses are quite limited, but its air force is very effective. Flakverling takes another head-on hit. And this is the thing with that fire rate. It's just so fast, it just keeps coming. Urzat MG goes down to that FK-288. Flakverling looks like it may get away. Don't want to say that yet, though. Luna now with the 1410, his northern push just... It can't be stopped at the moment. It's incessant. Sturmgrens, though, at their ideal range, but they're out of cover, so we'll see which one of these guys pulls out the win here. Will it be cover or loadout? And it looks like it's gonna be cover, as it usually is. Cover is such a massive factor in fights that it's hard to overstate how big of a deal it is. There we go, Sturm Grenadier down. More infantry rolling into the center, more SS Sturm Grenadiers, but like Grens, unfortunately, no AT on those guys. Stug 3, though, here now. Looks like all the Czech tanks were taken down. More are coming in, though. Yeah, he definitely brought in the B phase one. Maybe he brought in 2 cards? No, that's the leader. Leader's right there. Yeah, it's not the commander's leader. The other Pioneer SVT, though, caught out by the SS Sturm Grenadiers, and we see the opposite play out. This Panzer II Lux, though, obviously completely dominate this Sturm Grenadier because it really doesn't have anything. Pioneer throwing the grenade. Micro is not there by Tanner, and his Sturm Grenadier goes down, and this flag is going to go to Luna again. Holding that 13-11, and the point gap's starting to grow a little bit. We're coming up to the end of C phase, which is a big deal because then both players get back into this really low, income, which means making pushes and stuff becomes very, very difficult. Kind of working with what you have on the board and then your little extras that you can get here and there. ME410 just trying to pin some of that stuff down. It does pin it down, doesn't really kill anything. And Luna just will not let up his advantage. He just kind of piles across here. His armor set up now on the roads here, and Tanner's slowly getting squeezed by Luna. It's not a all is lost situation yet, but things are definitely turning against him. Pack 43, though, Krupp in position, and this thing absolutely can tear up any sort of armor. Disgusting piece of AT. Much better than the Pack 43, excuse me, because of its higher fire rate, making it even deadlier than its, original cousin. Lux 2 goes down, though, to the Panzer 38T. Nice kill there. Pack 40, though, got the start, had the first hit in terms of HE damage, so it's taking the advantage here. Losing that Krupp to this Pack 40 would be a huge loss for Tanner, and we now have a 16-8 with these town flags going back to Luna. Tanner rebuilding his defenses down south, trying to kind of re-secure himself here. 105 attempting to take out, I would assume, the AA. Yeah, taking out that AA. And all the artillery is now aiming at the AA. Now, again, we've seen some planes out of Tanner, but certainly not in the numbers that feel like this is the right target for his artillery. 14-10 for Luna. We're now into C phase, so both players now without their tons of income. Luna has lost this flag, though, and he really doesn't have any AT on these. None of these infantry have AT, so these Panzer 38Ts are kind of the boss. He's now built up a nice pile of FK288s. Really odd to see them just used purely as artillery. Not even like on the front line artillery, just like artillery. Stug 3, though, might end up having a showdown here with this other Stug 3. We'll see. Panzer II Lux pushing forward. They're going to be in a dangerous spot, though. They will obviously die very quickly, those Stug 3s. Ju-88 cluster fails to kill this 38T here because of the AA. The BF-109s came in to try to kind of cover, but this fighter goes down for Tanner, and that's another big loss. He does not have many fighters, and his fighters suck. Both of these divisions have crap fighters, like the BF-109 G4s or G2s. Whoa! Big hit! Holy crap! The big guns coming in here for 14th Infantry, 2 105 SK-18s and a 210. It looks like Luna used the last of his B phase income and just called in the biggest of guns. Oh, I love this thing. It's absolutely destructive. Here comes another. Boom. Luckily for Tanner, he did fall back before, because otherwise the thing would have died. Both Lukes down south go down. Luna still in position, though, up north here. His infantry still absolutely dominating. He's using the high-quality infantry at 14th. That 14th has basically either really great infantry or really bad infantry. You have your Grenadiers, then you have your Beglites and your Pioneer SVTs, which are both fantastic. So you got to try to, support the elite infantry with your garbage infantry to make ground. Luna on a 16-8 here on the double tick. Once again, Tanner heading into this C phase on the back foot in a really rough spot. His artillery now getting counter battery. These SK-18s extremely accurate. One of the best counter artillery pieces in the game because of its very high accuracy and relatively solid rate of fire at 6 rounds a minute, which is somewhat standard for the medium artillery, the 105s and such. 6 is a good number for artillery. If you can get 6 rounds a minute, that's pretty darn good. If it's heavy artillery, 4 to 5 is really fast for like super heavy. Whoa, another really lucky hit. Takes out a transport, almost wipes this FK-288 out. Whew. And the counter battery fires in full swing, and it goes down. Look how accurate that is. Oh my goodness gracious. It's easy to forget how ridiculously effective these SK-18s really are. You think like, oh, how much more accurate can they really be? They are more accurate than other artillery, like noticeably so. Even without radar, they do a pretty darn good job. Now the artillery war has begun. We have counter battery going back and forth. Luna really needs to re-target his artillery to hit this 105, because this 105 can do exactly what the SK-18 is doing. It fires faster. It's lower accuracy, but faster firing, so it could go either way. Tiger E brawling off against this Pack 40. The Pack 40 is going to lose because of its low health, so it does go down. Tiger E does actually put out some okay HE damage. It's got 1.76, which is solid. I'm pretty sure it's quite a bit higher. It's a little bit higher than your usual medium tank. First SK-18 gets pinned down here. Has the 210 been retargeted? It has. It has been retargeted. Another 105 is out, though. It looks like Luna has basically completely flanked around here. These Div 2 players really doing a lot of flanking. It's quite fun to see. It does create some very strange map states, though. And finally, a Stug 3 is rolled up and can start cleaning up some of this light armor, and that's going to swing it up north. We're back to a 15-9 here for Luna. What a game. But Luna is starting to feel really in the driver's seat here. A squad of Stug E's coming in. We have Tiger E on Tiger E. Luna's gets the first pen. And gets a bounce then. Now Luna's is a 1-star, 1 vet, versus the 2 vet of Tanner. Tanner gets a pen now. Oh no, this Tiger E basically needs to land this next shot. Hey, and it bounces. Oh, and it misses. Oh my goodness. Now the artillery's coming in to help support. Luna's Tiger takes one more shot, and it lands. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, and the RNG gods just do not like Tanner today. 105 taking a beating over here. SK-18's taking it back, though. Another flag out in the middle here goes to Luna, as his southern poke here gets kind of squished. Grenadiers actually would probably lose against the Landschützen, I would think. The Landschützen. Not really sure. But with 2 of them, it should go in the... No, I guess not. I mean, I guess the suppression will build up faster than the Landschützen. Huh. Interesting. Some matchups you don't usually see. Artillery still going after that counter battery. The thing is, the 210 needs to get 1 lucky hit, and then that's that. Like, it will kill anything it lands. And it looks like Tanner still decided to target the AA, which is so weird to me, because he's not flying that many planes. He lost his fighters, and what bombers have we seen? Have we seen bombers out of Tanner? There it is. There's that lucky hit. 105 goes down. That 210 is absolutely devastating. And on the other hand, we see plenty of Air Force out of Luna here with an ME-410 coming in. Proving to be very effective. Stug E's in the town here. They do have heat shells. Yes, they do. At a nice 100 millimeters of penetration there. And Tanner's does not really have any armor here to counter these Stug E's. Definitely in trouble. Landschützen have no AT capability themselves, so these infantry are at the mercy of these Stug E's. Up north, the Stug 3 went down to the Panzer 38T question mark? Not sure how that happened. Oh no, it's right here. Sorry. Apologies. And there goes the Panzer 38T. The Hetzer coming in can definitely take that Stug 3 out. But it's going to be a little bit... BF-109's coming in to strafe? Luna does not care what fighter it is. He is happy to strafe with anything. Now, against these disheartened infantry, they do all right. They can put some suppression down. And things just slipping away in a hurry here for Tanner. 17-7 for Luna. These piles of infantry are making progress, but the thing is, again, these Stug 3s, he has no response. This Panzergren here is the only thing with AT in the town right now for Tanner. The Tiger E even feeling ballsy enough, although that's... That would be a very big loss here. Oh no, the Panzergren gets caught out before it can make its way all the way in. Oh, that was a mistake by Tanner. Tiger now out of range. Hetzer takes a pen already. We get a bailout, but the Hetzer goes down, so a trade, and that's a very positive trade for Luna. He just needs to keep Tanner from having any armor up there, and that's all, and he did it. Stug 3's now kind of backed up from this Panzergren and out of range of that Panzerfaust. Tanner grabbing this flag, but still at a 15-9. Yeah, I don't see how Tanner pulls himself out of this hole. Unfortunately, he has lost his armored units, and he lost his artillery now too. Lost the Arty War. Only has 4 minutes left as is. 16-8, Stug 3 down south is the only armor piece too. Here comes the Stug 3 from Tanner, which is huge investments at this point. Remember, they're only getting 80 points a tick, so an 80-point Stug is an entire minute. That's all you're getting. Now, Panzerdivision Tatra does have these disheartened infantry, so he's like getting more infantry in than he should be getting, like usually speaking. But 14th Infantry also has just the Grenadiers, which are 20 points as well, so it's not like Luna's not bringing in lots of infantry as well. Both players kind of out of CQC infantry, so just kind of throwing rifle units at each other in the woods. But Gren, though, obviously is superior. 18-6 now. Triple tick on Tanner. I don't know if I've ever seen a triple tick on Tanner. And the artillery now turning on. They have sensed that their job is done in terms of counter battery. Going after these infantry here. It won't take much because they're disheartened. They'll pin down very, very quickly. And things have basically fully fallen apart here for Tanner. Does bring it back to a 17-7. But very nice play here from Luna. I definitely think Tatra is the stronger division overall. But he played 14th really well and countered everything Tanner was doing very effectively. Yeah, not a lot to say about it. I mean, and Tanner throws in the towel, seeing the writing on the wall. GG to both players. Great match for them. 30 minutes, 35 seconds here. But we can see a very big gap. Luna very clearly out-trading Tanner there. 3,470 to 1,690 kills there for Luna. If we look at the KDs here, some Sturm Grenadiers did okay. Feldjäger did all right. Stug 3 got some kills there, but that's it. Like, that's legitimately it. On the other hand, Begleit Pioneers doing what they do. Pack 4, excuse me, killing a lot of those light tanks. Begleit Pioneer. And this is what you need to do with 14th. You need these elite infantry to be absolute monsters, and they were. See another one, ME410 getting in for some nice kills there. Just everything trading really well. Luna just out-traded Tanner on every front. Making tons of use out of his Panzer IIs. It was just a really nice match for Luna. His 210 making an absolute wreckage out of Tanner's artillery there. Stug 3, yeah, just everything. Luna really outplayed Tanner that game. Good match to both those players. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for those who haven't. If you have subscribed, thanks a bunch. Consider checking out that Patreon. Thank you guys for making it to the end. You are a hero, and have a fantastic day.